Dobry den.
Zdravejte.
And welcome back to our little Bulgarian adventure.
Yes, we've hit the beginning of June and things are warming up.
Yeah, we've suddenly gone summer.
Yes. We had cloudy, hot. So yes, it's that time of year where things start to slow down a little bit.
And we have to get up a lot earlier if we're going to do anything strenuous.
Yeah. Yes, we have a lot of concrete to make next week, so that might be an early start.
But we did have quite a busy week this week.
We did. We started last Friday afternoon with Lynne's birthday meal.
Yes, we didn't get to go out on my birthday because of the public holiday here on May the 24th, so we went on Friday afternoon instead.
We did. We went to a little restaurant in Targovishti and had a lovely meal.
Yeah, we highly recommend it to anyone in the area if they want to try it out. We'll put a link below.
Or somewhere, yes.
Somewhere. Wherever Adam managed to put it.
Yeah.
But it was a lovely meal.
It was. So that was Friday taken care of, and then Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday we went to the Festival of Bread in Ostrets.
That's right. Ostrets is a little village about 2 villages over from us. And they had, I think it was the first Festival
one
of
they've
Bread.
held there.
Yes. Which was a celebration of bread.
Yeah, the slogan was, no one is bigger than bread.
Absolutely.
And following on from a traditional Bulgarian saying that is...
Where there is bread and salt,
you have everything.
If we're wrong, please correct us.
Yeah.
But yes, so they had a competition, bread competition, and the usual festivities. In fact, this is what it looked like.
Хляба лоши други не се казва, към хляба посягат само чисти ръце, без хляба няма живот.
Yes, the bread was all there to be tasted at the end of the judging,
Mhm.
and I think they had over 40 participants.
There was certainly a lot of bread.
Yeah, and it was delicious.
Mm.
And the best bread, I think, and was obviously backed up by some of the judges,
Yeah.
was by one of our ladies from Makaryopolska. Basilka's olive bread was just delicious.
It was, so congratulations.
And she did win first prize.
Yes.
We're not sure in which category, but
So that was our trip out on Saturday. Sunday morning, we got busy.
we did. Our local community is refurbishing their park in the centre of the village.
Yes.
They're hoping to get some funding from Targovishti for some new equipment,
Mhm.
and so they're tidying the park up in preparation.
Yes, so we joined a group of 15 to 20 volunteers to go and do some work in the park. This is what that looked like. This is an area that we've cleared this morning. It was very thick undergrowth. Now we've found a lot of plastic bottles and cans and things which have been cleared away, and it's all making a difference. The rain's held off, which is good. It does mean that we can carry on. There must be 15 to 20 people down here doing bits and pieces. At the moment everybody's having a bit of a break, which is why you can't hear the strimmers. I think we've got 5 strimmers here at the moment, including our own. So this is just the top corner with a little seating area in it. It's looking a huge amount of difference from when we started this morning. Unfortunately I didn't take any footage when we arrived. People were already working, so I didn't think it was the right thing to do. There's a communal smoker over the back there, which hopefully now you can get to it, might get a bit more use. To give some sort of indication of how it was when we started, it was very much like this. This is one of the other entrances, the path that leads into the park. Down one side we're going to go into there, clear out some undergrowth, get it back under control. That top corner there, if you go through the bushes, that's where you find that first area that we worked on, which is only a small fraction of the park, as you can see. It's not a huge park, but it's big enough when you have to trim it. Oh, there's Lynne doing some work. Excellent, she's carrying some stuff through. In fairness, she's probably been working harder than I have. And if you have a good look around, you'll probably see in the background, just underneath the tree there, that's our mayor. He's come down to help out as well. They're obviously planning what's happening. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're saying, so they're just kind of point us in the right direction and let us get on with it. And you can see already quite a lot has happened. Now some of this is from last week. We didn't know it was happening last week, which is why we didn't join in, but we found out about it this week, so here we are. But you can see there's quite a group of people here, all as I say, having a break at the moment. And it appears that anything we cut down gets brought to this central area to dry out. What happens to it after that, I have no idea, but I think we're slowly wresting the park back from nature and the amazing fast growing that we get this time of year here in Bulgaria.
Yeah, as everywhere in Bulgaria right now, vegetation grows at an amazing rate over the last month or so.
I'm hoping we don't go back on Sunday and it's all grown back again.
It could well have done. But yes, we're going again this Sunday. So
Yes.
anybody that in the area that wants to join, I'm sure you'd be more than welcome.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's every Sunday morning through June.
Yeah.
The closing date for admittance to this award or this fund is the end of June. They'll submit pictures, maybe have some judges come down and have a look just to make sure all the criteria are met. Fingers crossed, They'll be getting a table you can play chess at, a table tennis table, children's play equipment, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so it's all good for the village.
Yeah. So that was our Sunday.
And then Monday it was back to normal. Back
Yes.
to preparing planks.
Preparing concrete planks, doing bits and pieces, strimming, all that sort of stuff. So here's just a short recap on what we've got up to this week. This week I'm going to concentrate on this end of the barn. It's where the firewood's going to be stored. I put these bays up last year. I've decided to change my ideas and have a try a different system this year. So the first thing I have to do is tidy up that end. That's the second batch of concrete planks made. I've got to take them out of the formers and take them up to the far end of the barn. And then I'll have 4 shorter ones to make. And that'll be all the concrete planks ready for putting the lid back onto the cesspit. Once they're out of the formers, I'll bring them up and stack them on top of these 5 so that they're handy for the cesspit, and I can then get on with doing some other jobs. So here's the first concrete plank in place. I'll put it there because I'm using it as a support for the ring or the rectangle that makes the access hole into the cesspit. I've connected this piece of angle iron onto the or angle steel onto the concrete of the access hole, and it's resting on top of the concrete post going across, so it's actually boring a bit of strength from that to help support it. And on this side where the planks need to be shorter, I've put the angle iron up the other way, so that that end of the planks have something to rest on. They'll all be concreted over the top, and that will help bind it all together, so it should give it a bit of extra strength. This end I'm protruding across the wall of the cesspit, and I've dug a bit of a space around the other end. I'm going to encase it in concrete, and then the weight of that will act like a cantilever to help support the posts until the top concrete is set. That's the theory anyway. We'll see how well it works. I'm in the process of levelling the earth and putting some new bays in facing towards me. That should give us better wood storage and a bit more room at this end for wood processing. The far corner there is going to be where some of the smaller sticks are going to be stored, so that gives us better use of the space we have. We're also in the process of tidying up the rest of the barn. We've resurrected a little shelf unit I built to go inside one of those plastic greenhouses. That's holding some of the gardening stuff. The planks that you can see just by the side of the terrier there, they've all been denailed and just need storing at the far end of the barn. And here are the last 4 planks for the cesspit. They're shorter because they're going at the narrower end, so they obviously don't need the length. And up in the corner there is where the planks that have been denailed will be stored, along with our other bits of reclaimed oak that will come in. I think we're going to use that for when we come to build the summer kitchen. The other jobs we've generally been doing is things like trimming, keeping stuff under control, making sure all the trees are healthy, making sure the garden's coming along nicely. We've had a good crop of strawberries, we're getting radishes, we're getting some of the crops out of the garden now. But yes, that brings you up to date with what we've been doing around the house. So you can see we have been reasonably busy fitting in the work that we've been doing around the rising temperatures. But hopefully next week we'll see the conclusion of Project Cesspit.
Which would be a relief.
Yeah. It'd be nice to get that covered up and back to normal.
Especially now the weather's getting hot.
Yeah. And then we can get on with the other stuff, the wood processing, finishing off the house, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And maybe getting a swimming pool out.
I'll say swimming pool, more of a paddling pool.
Yeah.
It just keeps us cool.
It does, which is good in this weather. We couldn't use it last year because of the dogs. Well, this year we're making sure it comes out and gets used. So, I think we're probably about there for this week.
Yeah, so until next week.
It's time for us to say,
Stay safe.
be well.
Skoro.
Skoro.